I've been playing Grand Cross Age of Titans in the early access version of the game for the last 3 days, and I have really enjoyed it. So in this video, I'm going to give you an in-depth look at this city building, hero collecting, player versus player, and also PvE war game, because it is very fun, and I think you might enjoy it. And I gotta give a big thank you to the makers of Grand Cross Age of Titans for sponsoring today's video, and if you want to get early access to the game, check out the link in the description and the pinned comment. You can get early access to the game and have your progress carry over into the global launch of the game, which is amazing. So you're basically getting early access to the full version of the game, and I have really enjoyed it. So again, check that link in the description if you'd like to try out the game yourself, and a big thank you again to the makers of Grand Cross Age of Titans for sponsoring today's video. This is your city in Grand Cross Age of Titans, and I'm playing currently on the PC version of the game, although I've been also really enjoying playing on my Android tablet, and the city in this game evolves as you level up your city hall, which is the core building. It's your castle. You unlock more and more buildings, such as different production buildings in your city. Also, different zones of your castle, an area outside your castle open up, and you complete a series of quests and objectives and challenges, unlocking extra troops and also upgrades to your special unit, which is your Titan. And we'll talk about that in just a bit. So the city building aspect of this game is fun and very much what you're used to. In order to upgrade your castle, which is the main building, you have to upgrade other stuff like your hospitals that determine the number of troops you can house safely when they get injured. You've got buildings like your embassy, which determines the number of times other members of your alliance can help you to speed up your building and research and healing. You've got your academy where you do research to unlock higher tiers of troops. The sorts of things that you're very much used to if you play Rise of Kingdoms and Call of Dragons, which is what you're mostly playing in my audience. Now, I'm currently unlocking my Tier 3 Knight, which is pretty cool, but there are 4 different troop types in this game. This includes, by the way, over here we've got our Archer Training Ground. We've got Crossbowmen, and we're working our way to the Tier 2 Marksman right now. Over here, we've got our Cavalry. Our Cavalry, currently horsemen on their way to Tier 2 Heavy Cavalry. Over here, we've got infantry. And then lastly, we've got our combat engineers. By the way, I think one of my buildings just finished. Let's go. We'll queue up another upgrade. Here, we're going to do the hospital. We're going to take that up to the next level. You can see I get more hospital capacity. That's when troops get injured in combat. You need to have room for them in your hospitals. And we'll hit build and help is on the way. Now, as you see, I'm getting helps from my alliance members. I've got an alliance here, which you would expect in this style of game, and your alliance is absolutely critical to your progression in Age of Titans. The alliance affords you a number of things, which includes alliance technology, which you should always be donating to, like increasing our member limit. Hello, that's a big one. But most importantly, getting helps goes a very long way. And when people purchase stuff in the game or complete certain objectives, your alliance gets gifts, and those gifts can help you out pretty significantly. Here are a few rare gifts that I can pick up. Of course, what do you do with all the troops and building up your city in a city building war game? Well, of course, you got to lead those troops into battle. And leading those troops into battle is a series of heroes. Now, I just unlocked, or can unlock, Actaus, who I'm probably not pronouncing correctly. Actaus? Anyways, he is a hunting hero, which means he's good at PvE, player versus environment combat. He does look really damn cool. Let's just hit the summon button here real quick. Let's freaking go. Unlocked this hero. You can unlock him as well from a series of events I'll show you that take place at the beginning of your server. Now, there are different hero rarities in this game, and the way you upgrade your heroes or commanders in a game like this is very critical. These are the legendary heroes that I've unlocked so far. Here are the epic quality heroes, and you can see here the anime style theme of the game really comes through when you start to look at the heroes of the game, and the art style really comes together. And I do really enjoy the anime art style. I have been trying for a while to get into an anime style game. So these are my epic heroes, and I have a lot of them, and there's a ton of variety of what these heroes can do. So let's just look at one of the heroes I've developed a fair amount. That is Valkyrie, and she is a cavalry and hunt hero. Now, what does that mean? Well, as you level up your heroes and star up your heroes, you're going to gain access to more skills. You're going to be able to bring a second hero into your army, so 2 heroes can lead an army, and also you get talent points that you can deploy. Now, heroes have 2 main talent trees in this game, and that is the 2 talent trees as I was just describing. So for this one, it's Cavalry and Hunt. Each hero has different combinations of talents, which means that they can do different things when you bring them either into the field or garrisoning your city, which I'll show you in a bit. So I've chosen talents that are really good for hunting on this particular hero, which makes it so when I go out in the world and I battle stuff, I deal extra damage to monsters, I have a lower stamina cost for going and doing that, and more. So much like you're used to in other games, the talent build you pick is going to be critical to making your hero effective. But also great in this game is that you upgrade the skills on a hero. And when you upgrade the skills on a hero, you choose which skill you want to upgrade. I don't know, it's a very simple thing, but it goes such a long way to be able to pick the skill you wanted to do. So for example, this takes 20 mana stones to get my next skill on Valkyrie. I need 6 more. Well, I have 501 in the bank over here, so I'm going to hit +6, exchange them. Boom, I can deploy a skill. Now, this skill is max level. This is the active skill on the hero. But I'm going to go over to this one over here, Angel of Death. 10% more damage to monsters and bonus experience? Heck yeah, man. I want that as soon as I can get it. So I'm going to go and smash upgrade skill. As I said, you pick and choose which skills you want to upgrade, which is freaking awesome. Now, there is one other thing that's really cool about these heroes, is that they've got a skill that you can put onto your sort of global skill bar. I'll talk about this in a minute, but the skill on the hero is significant. This one is called Perfect Treatment. Heals a number of lightly wounded units in the selected area by 300% of your attack. Cooldown of 2 hours. So each of these heroes has a different, unique ability that can be powered up a fair amount. As I mentioned, I've got the uncommon version of this. It's called a Liege skill. Oh man. I have several of these Liege skills, and here is the Liege skill screen. I made my way to it. So when you're battling in the map, and I will show you this in a second, you can have a series of these different Liege skills equipped. They do different things. I have 2 healing abilities equipped, but depending on which hero's Liege skill you use, you get a different effect. For example, you can see Lanix, Liege skill here is Defensive Stance. Changes the formation of infantry troops within the selected area for 300 seconds, giving you 8% defense and 8% hit points with a cooldown of 4 hours. Now, the more I strengthen my hero, the more cool stuff I can unlock, and it goes all the way up to a legendary quality ability, all right? But let's go now and show you the map and actually bring out some heroes and do some battling. So we're going to go out to the world map, and there's a lot going on. I'm going to zoom way, way out. You can see my city here, and the world map is freaking huge. You're making your way from the outside zones. You literally start outside the gates, and the first thing you do is you take a gate and you make it into the next zone. So this happens almost immediately, is you make your way into the next zone with an alliance that you've joined, and eventually new zones open up as different passes open up, and you make your way toward the center. And the big brawl, the big chase, the big thing you're trying to do is to purify and capture the royal castle. Now, this won't be available for another 41 days, so it's going to be a while before we've got the equivalent of our Lost Temple capture from Rise of Kingdoms. However, on our way to that point, there's a series of other objectives we'll need to capture, like these holy sites that give buffs. Here, they are called, this one's called the Chapel of Scholarship. It has no ruling alliance. It's available in 10 days. 5% research speed. Yo, we have got to get that one. We look over here. This one should be available very soon. The Shrine of Meditation. Available in 1 day and 1 hour. Okay, so this is something we'll get very soon. It gives you 15% stamina recovery. Let's freaking go. But enough talking about the combat, okay? Let's go to my city. Let's bring out a troop, and let's go smash some stuff. Now, I've made some preset combinations that leverage the different troop types I was describing earlier. Infantry, cavalry, archers, and also carts, aka siege units from Rise of Kingdoms, okay? And I've got a really great cavalry march that I use for hunting. I can bring it out of my city, and I can go smash some stuff. Now, I'll just smash this here because it's nearby. This is a level 11, and I can actually take a level 15, not bragging, but whatever. And you have free movement on the map. So I can show you this combat, and I have already clicked to drag out a new march. You can see, by the way, the mana bar here is going up on the hero. When the mana bar becomes full, they use their active skill. The other 3 skills are passive. Boom, big animations, big damage. I can bring out another march here, and this march will be a ranged march. This is a big deal. Take note of this. This march, by the way, is kind of the equivalent of your YSG from Rise of Kingdoms. Why do I say that? Because it attacks not only from range, actually, which is insane. So ranged combat in this game actually works at range. There go my archers shooting at a distance. But also it has an area of effect template. It's a circle AoE damage centered on your target. I'm going to kill this guy so fast, we're not even going to see it. But the point, by the way, I need to set it so that they don't go home. Here we go. Lock location after battle. There we go. I can bring these troops. I can multi-select troops if I wanted. Pretty much all the controls that you would expect in this style of game are here for you, which is really cool. So I'm going to take out this mushroom, which I know, look, it's an anime style game, okay? At the lowest levels, we're smashing mushrooms. It is what it is. You take them down, then you fight higher level stuff like these guys over here, the Dark Elves, okay? And that's the highest level monster that's currently available on the map for me to go and capture. Now, you will notice that my city is on territory. We've captured this tower over here. It's a watchtower. Now, what's interesting in this game is that technically you don't build flags. You capture towers that are on predetermined squares. Okay, so your alliance could either capture this watchtower or not, and you have a limited number of them that you can ultimately hold at any one time. So instead of building flags in locations of your choosing, you ultimately go and capture watchtowers that are already on the map. This solves a number of problems that you may have experienced when playing a city building war game with regard to territory, but also these towers can be upgraded in a number of different ways. You can have a defense tower, which is better at withstanding attacks. The attack tower, okay? There's a range formation tower, haste tower, teleport tower, economy-based towers. So the territory in this game is really interesting. And although the location of where these watchtowers are is static, what you do with them is very dynamic, and that's really exciting. We obviously need to make our way over to a number of things. First of all, we've got these sites we need to capture that give buffs, and we're next to a couple of these. Also, there's an event going on. We'll talk about this in just a minute over here. But very soon, we're going to need to make our way into the next zone, which is this gate. It's actually, we got 19 days. All right, we got time. Hey, next zone opens in 19 days. We got time. And the thing that's really cool about ranged combat, when you have bridges and water features like this, is it's just so dynamic when you fight. It's so dynamic. You have troops that go in front to block for other troops. The ranged troops hit from behind. There's also flying units that can go over territory in this game, but I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm still only just 3 days into the game. So if you do pick up the game, what do you need to do in the first 3 days? Well, there are a ton of new player events that are absolutely freaking critical. And my recommendation to you, if you do decide to try this game, I'm like, hey, it's free to play, right? So you can download it if you want. You'll get a bunch of pop-ups for things that you can buy. I have skipped almost all of it, with the exception of one bundle that I swear it must have been like, it must have been like an error price, because it was like, I want to say it was like 45,000% value, and I was like, all right, fine, I'm gonna buy this, and it gave me like, I don't know, 500 of these epic hero tokens. I was like, heck yeah, I'm in, baby. But as you go and do all these events, you get a ton of speed ups. That's what I'm trying to say. Bundles give you speed ups, and also events give you speed ups. So of course, do all these new player events. There's a ton of different things like participating in alliance building. The way that I unlocked this hero that I showed you early in the video is Actaus Counterattack. Basically, at times of your alliance's choosing, in fact, this is going to be in 5 minutes, I can show you this, a ton of these dudes appear, and you rally them down. This is kind of like Lohar's Trial, except your alliance schedules time to go and do it. Also, battling the monsters on the map is really critical. I'll show you here. You can obtain these different letters, okay, and you spell different words, and you get different rewards. So, for example, I'll go in to my inventory over here. I battled monster, and I've already picked up a bunch of these star shards from battling the monsters. I use these. You get some letters. If you get the right letters, you get a special city theme that has a limited time use. Now, I already have this city theme. In fact, I can get another version of this. Dude, I'm going to get the 3-day version of this theme. Let's go. I picked it up. And let me go equip the new city theme. We can show you what we look like with the new theme. Obviously, you want to get the sweet new look, right? So we're going to go in over here, change my city theme. I've got a usable version of this. We're going to go with the 3-day version. Boom. Ooh, that's a nice little look for my city. And by the way, there are a ton of different looks that you can get for your castle. These give different buffs, gaining one stat and losing another. And the appearance of these cosmetics do look really cool. And they align, by the way, with all of the different cosmetic things you can build in your city. So there's the decoration shop. I've unlocked some of these things, but, you know, you've got the basic developed territory look, but then the vibrant forest look. You've got the peaceful farm look. Yo. I've got, you could literally put some cows up in here, some pigs. Let's go. You've got the troublemaker bunions. Hello. These are the monsters you fight on the map, by the way. So anyways, there's a bunch of different looks you can have for your city. Some of these I haven't even unlocked yet. And that is, again, based on my progression through the chapters of the game, which are available sort of over here. You do a series of events and things to accomplish, like get to castle level 17 and things to research. And this gives you progression through the chapters of the game. Very critical that you're doing this, in addition to a couple other events that I want to point out. Monster Hunter is ongoing. Battle monsters get loot, easy to understand. Owner of the Crown. This is the equivalent of Strongest Lord or Mightiest Governor. This is where you can get a ton of hero manastones. Oh my god. 550 for the winner? Sheesh, that's a lot of legendary hero manastones. But in addition to this, there's a couple other ways you can get manastones for free. One of those is the Ready for Action quest series. And you get to pick which heroes you get the mana stones for, which is pretty cool. This is, again, how you put skills on heroes. It's a multi-day event, and each day, new quests unlock. I've chosen the hero I use for hunting. That might be a good choice. That might be a bad choice. I'm still learning all the heroes, so we'll figure it out. There's also the Hero's Return, where I'm working on healing Claudia, and every day that I come back to do that, I'm getting more stuff, which is pretty cool. You can fill out some surveys to get some stuff, and also, as you level up your castle, you get some goodies. But let's get to the main way you pull, okay? And this, like, wouldn't be an anime game without pulling for heroes, am I right? So here we are at the Star Fragment. And something I really like about this game, I haven't even talked about the story, because I'm not used to stories in this style of game being particularly interesting. But in this game, I was sort of immediately pulled in, which again, I think is because of the anime art style and the quality of the anime storytelling, where basically, like, you're a gamer and you get pulled into the game. And so your character is in here, and there's lore around why it is you pull from these star fragments. Now, there are rotating heroes, and I'm kind of tempted to do this one. Like, I don't know if this is really the right use of my limited amount of gems over here to pull for a legendary hero. But depending on how many times you pull, you get extra mana stones of this legendary hero. And I don't know if he's going to come back or not. But the Biome Grand Summon event is here at the start. But the regular summons are here all the time. These are advanced summons and normal summons. Now, I happen to have a lot of these advanced summons. So let's do a freaking poll. Let's do a couple polls. Maybe we get some legendaries here. So again, this like wouldn't be an anime style game without some proper freaking polls for some legendary heroes. Let's freaking go. Come on. What do we get? Okay. We did a 10 pull here. Here we go. Come on, baby. Give me the good stuff. Legendary? Epic. Okay, one epic, bunch of blues. All right, cool. Full unlock of Calope. Okay, so what's cool about this game is that unlocking a hero, every time you get them, it's giving you troops, which is so crucial for gaining power at the start of the game. Like, I was hoarding a ton of these pulls to do for videos, and I was like, bro, I just need to do a lot of pulls because I need the troops, like, right now. Angus I use currently for hunting. That's PvE, okay? Boom. Kayla, actually pretty moderate cavalry hero. I was leveling her up, but I switched up to an epic. She's only rare. So, you know, she'll get outpaced, I think, pretty quickly. Boom. Let's do another 10-spot pull. You can see here, I got all these troops. They get added to my roster immediately. Let's summon again, baby. Let's freaking go. There's actually technically two characters. This is one of the characters that gets pulled into the game. I think of that character as me, but there is also a female character who also gets pulled into the game. And the two of you, I'm not going to spoil it, are sort of figuring out what the heck's going on and what your role is in this world. Let's go. Okay, 4 blues. This is a weaker pull for me. We'll do one more 10 pull, see if we can't get something really crazy. Okay. We got a couple full pulls on heroes. Boom. Let's do another 10 spot summon here. Come on, please. Please. We're looking for a legendary. Please. Okay, I think epic. Did we get epic? I see some purple here. Normally, I think you glow gold if you're going legendary. I don't think we got a rare legendary hero pull, but not even an epic. Bro! Why is it that in this particular summoning sequence, I get wrecked? I did record my getting really great legendary pulls, which is how I have the legendary heroes that I have. I can show you them again in my hero collection screen, okay? But it turns out I did not do all that great with those summons. You win some and you lose some, okay? There are a number of other things that I really want to talk about in this game. And one of the things I was mentioning earlier is this event, which is probably starting right now. There it is. So Actaus Counterattack is now live. So I can go back into the world again, okay? This is something you need to do at the start. And look at this. Our territory is just filled with these dudes. For the next 30 minutes, okay, there are a ton of these dudes that you can rally down all over territory. Doing so gives you manastones for Actaus, okay? And yeah, like you want the manastones for the hero, okay? This is the way that you should be spending your equivalent of action points. In this game, it's called stamina, right over here. And man, I can't believe I got like so distracted from telling you about these abilities over here that are on the bar for the sort of world global abilities. They're called the Liege skills, okay? I went into that entire line of thought about the heroes and all these other things, but I'm just really enjoying this game. It's dynamic, it's fun, and I think the fighting is really cool versus other players, although our server has mostly been pretty peaceful at the start. There was one little tussle between two big alliances that took place like off to the side, but it was sort of a surprise attack, so there wasn't a lot of field fighting. It just kind of happened. Territory all got disconnected, and I'm not even sure what the aftermath is for this alliance that was defeated. Do they even still exist? I'd have to look at the alliance rankings and see. But a whole alliance got kind of attacked sort of in the night by surprise. So if you want your city to not get caught off guard, which like, yeah, I want to be ready for being attacked, I actually went in and prepared city defenses, which you can't see right now because the two heroes I selected for defending my city, it's not these two. I'm using them in my rally right now, but I've got a really great city defense hero right here, Destina. Oh my god, man. She's got the station talent tree, which is for defending stuff, and the combined talent tree is just buffs when you're using lots of troop types, but I think that it gives you a lot of options for defense as well that are really, really good. So I've chosen just some really crazy talents for city defense. 9% defense when stationed in a base, 6% less damage taken when you're, I think, surrounded, extra defense, decreased damage taken, like all the sorts of things you'd want when you're just defending a building, in this case, my city. Now, my city hasn't yet been attacked, but let me just go into the world real quick and show you one of these Liege skills that I was mentioning earlier. It's not going to be a good use of a Liege skill, but I'm just going to use it to show you how it works, okay? So I can bring one of these troops outside my city, and I'm going to go hit something. In this case, it's going to be this level 12 Dark Elf, okay? I'm even going to send a second march because I can. Why not? I have an infantry preset. It's a hunting preset. Hunting is PvE. I'm going to run that out, okay? And you can use these Liege skills. So I will select my troops, you see? And boom. Now, there is a chance that when I hit my target, I get a heal. And this is a rare skill. I can use this once every 3 hours. So you can't use it very frequently. But if you did want to do some more of the PvE style combat, even within your own city, there are a series of challenges. I mentioned the challenges to unlock different parts of your city, but also there's this building over here, the Tower of Distress. This is where you do a series of PvE style battles. You basically pick your troops, put them on the map, and then battle the different PvE monsters that are here and then get loot for doing it. So this is a sort of PvE style campaign in this loot tower. I'm going to surrender this particular attempt because there's so much other stuff I want to show you in this overview of what's in the game, okay? One of the things I want to show you is an arena. So this is a way you can get asynchronous player versus player combat. So you battle other people, but not while you're both online at the same time. So you set a defense. This is the equivalent of sort of Sunset Canyon from Rise of Kingdoms, okay? You set a defense. Looks like somebody's joined my rally. Let's go. Also, my troops have leveled up a little bit, so I can, my heroes have leveled up, so I can put more troops in the march. That's kind of cool. We'll confirm my defense over here. And I'm glowing because somebody's reinforcing my rally. Hold on. Okay. I don't need to see that. We'll go back over, and you can fight other players. So, for example, I'll pick, who do I pick? Governor 3338. Bro, I got this guy's number. No, oh my God. Bro, okay. This guy is so low level for me, we're just going to hit skip battle. This is just going to be so easy. GG. Easy. You can see, by the way, I just got a daily quest completion for doing that. As I fight... Ooh, look at these. These guys are much higher level. Holy cow. This player's got much higher level stuff. I don't know if I can even beat this guy. They have almost as much combat power as I do. So the way you line your troops up ends up being really significant. We're not going to hit skip battle, and we'll see how this goes. I have my infantry down over here that's going to tank everybody, and then my other marches cruise in from the top. Also, gosh, is this the configuration that I want? I probably want to use her instead. Yeah, that's much better. Okay. Yeah, sure. I mean, I might lose, but let's just watch and see what happens. The troops move in. Here we go. I got my archers up top. They'll start shooting probably on this march over here. Yeah, there it is. Okay. We got a pincer move, which that means their unit is surrounded. Am I going to win this fight? I have no clue. Looks like my tank is just doing okay. Yeah, we're about even on the tanks. Dude, this fight's going to be pretty even. The only thing that might work in my favor is that I've got some epic heroes on my archers over here, whereas they've got the rare hero over here, but they're slightly higher level. I don't know, man. This is so close. This is shockingly close. Oh my God. Okay. I take out the first target, then where do my troops go? Okay, they go to the other frontline hero, so we can take a slight little detour there, walking down. I have a little bit of an advantage here, because one unit lasted a little bit longer, but now, ooh. Oh, we're doing big damage with those active skills. Let's go. Wow. I mean, I think my tank unit survives here. All right, we're going to skip this battle. Do I win? Let's go. We get the W. All right, cool. You do this to complete to get some rewards, and also there are rewards for your rank, and also, as I was mentioning, there are daily quests you want to get done. You really want to get your quests done every day because you get, right over here, 3 advanced prayer books. Okay, that's 3 summons where you can get legendary heroes. All about it, okay? So you complete your daily missions every single day, and that gives you some pretty sweet rewards. Wow, I feel like we've covered so much, and there's still more. There's still so much more I want to talk about. Like, for example, Demon Extermination is an alliance-based event, and there's so much more going on, but I feel like for one video, this gives you a pretty decent look. It is just an overview into Grand Cross Age of Titans. And again, I'm only 3 days in. Bro, I haven't even unlocked my Titans yet, which is something that I'm working on. These giant beasts that pop into the battlefield and absolutely freaking smash, okay? I am hyped to get my first Titan. I'm really close to this one, but I've got to make my way through the campaign more in order to do that. So if you want to see when I unlock the Titans and show you more progression in the game, consider subscribing to the channel. I do plan to have more Grand Cross Age of Titans videos. This account currently is almost free to play, but we'll see if I shift gears and start ramping up the spend to power up. And if you want to see that, again, consider subscribing to the channel. I'm definitely looking forward to when we fight other freaking players in this game. Okay, and if you want to get your early access start to Grand Cross Age of Titans, check the link in the description to download the game. And if you end up in server 3, which is the server I'm in, you could consider joining the alliance that I'm in, okay? And the alliance is right over here, the Iron Legion. I'm not running the alliance. I'm just a member of the alliance, okay? Crazy Mojo is the leader over here. And with crazy in the name, how could we possibly go wrong? All right. Download the game. Links in the description. Thank you again to Grand Cross Age of Titans for sponsoring today's video. And if you want to see some of the more advanced combat and mechanics that I was describing in this video that I haven't yet unlocked, I'll have a card in the end screen for a video where I got some early access footage to end game combat, castle sieges, and more. Check that one out.